Good Saturday morning. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. We're taking a look at the system that we're going to be tracking really throughout the day today. It doesn't really get into our region until later this evening and tonight, but it's already in parts of the Texas Panhandle, Lubbock, Abilene. This is moving into Wichita Falls, and then, if I can talk, Wichita Falls. This will move into Wichita Falls, but really approaching the Dallas-Fort Worth area in the next couple of hours. They can have a risk for some strong storms, but we will talk about the risk for strong storms really coming up here in a minute. Already starting to see some showers in parts of San Antonio, San Marcos, and even the College Station area and parts of Houston Metro. We might start seeing some showers later this morning into the afternoon hour, but it really doesn't pick up until later this evening. This is thanks to a sponsor of Switch Electric, showing us what's going on right now on the satellite and radar. This is the overall setup for today. You can see the system track is going to be well north of our area, but still, it's going to be bringing in some moisture and energy and instability and pretty strong wind shear. And so this sets the stage pretty much right along the coast and even further inland into our lakes region. But those areas shaded in yellow has the slight risk. And we'll talk more about that in a minute, but this is the area that has the slight risk for some storms that could be strong to severe. We will watch the chance for some strong straight line winds, and we can't rule out the chance for an isolated tornado or two. So this is the overall setup. We've got the moisture, we've got the shear, we've got some energy in place. This is going to give us an active Saturday evening into Saturday night. By Sunday morning, all of this is goodbye. Now, you can see it's already getting pretty warm out there. We're almost 70-degree mark in parts of Houston and Sweeney. Down there to the southwest, it's warm, already into the upper 60s. But the rest of the region mainly is into the low to mid-60s. Here locally in Beaumont, it's 64, 61 in Lake Charles, and into the upper 50s to low 60s the further north that you go. But since we're already seeing almost 70 degrees, this is showing us that onshore flow out of the south and that humidity and moisture is just going to continue to kind of increase throughout the day today. This brings us to our sponsor for Modern Concrete. This is our outdoor and construction forecast for today. Rain shouldn't be so much a problem this morning and really into the early afternoon hours. We can have some passing showers, but it's not until we get closer to the 4 or 5 p.m. we start seeing more activity. But realistically, 8 p.m. to really around midnight hours is going to be the peak time frame that we have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be strong. So not the prettiest Saturday in the world. Coverage is going to continue to pick up later this afternoon, mainly into the evening time hours. Here's our rainfall outlook the next 5 to 7 days. We have to get through today because once we do, the rest of the week looks pretty dry. We start seeing rain chances return, and right now it's not that much. 10% coverage on Thursday and Friday, but we have 90 to 100% coverage later this evening as our weak cold front moves through. Again, here's the areas that we're watching for. The shaded yellow, that's the slight risk. That's the level 2 out of 5. This is really a risk for strong straight line winds and the potential for an isolated tornado or two. Now, again, this is all of southeast Texas, all of southwest Louisiana, so you don't have to ask what's the potential for Jasper, Beaumont, Winnie, even Lake Charles. We're all in the same boat. We will watch for the potential for a couple isolated storms that could get strong to severe. So let's kind of put this in motion, or not yet, just yet. Here's the simulated radar we'll be looking at around 8 to 9 p.m. later this evening, getting closer to the tonight hours. You can see it's pretty well-defined storms, line of it, and it's going to extend from parts of Houston, getting into Jasper and all the way to Shreveport. So pretty large line of showers and thunderstorms moving through. And let's put this in motion. That way we kind of get a better idea. So we know it's over there in towards Abilene and Wichita Falls, approaching the Dallas-Fort Worth area really in the next couple of hours. Those are the storms we're not too worried about. We'll watch towards San Antonio, Austin, and Killeen and Waco, just west of our area. Those are going to continue to build later this afternoon. A little bit more heat, some sunshine can start getting those temperatures get a little bit warmer. In other words, we start seeing the development of that line of showers and thunderstorms later around 2, 3, 4 p.m. That starts approaching San Antonio, San Marcos, and the Brazos Valley like College Station. And then once we start getting closer to 6, 7 p.m., this will push through parts of Houston, and this starts approaching Jefferson, Chambers County. And again, here we are, 8 p.m. This is now moving towards Beaumont, Jasper. And let me get the mouse in here for a second. So you see these little, I call them kinks, kind of looks like a hook This one kind of wants to bow out, kind of a backward C. Here's another kink. These kinks in the line, this is where we'll watch the potential for strong straight line winds and these isolated tornadoes. So those kinks or that bulging from those line of storms, that's where you can see those isolated risks for some strong to severe thunderstorms. This continues moving east pretty quickly. By 9-10 o'clock tonight, this will start moving out of southeast Texas, and it moves through southwest Louisiana fairly quickly, because here we are by 11 p.m. Just some lingering showers over here in southeast Texas, some lingering showers in southwest Louisiana. That main line is now in Lafayette and pushing towards Baton Rouge, and by midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, this is well east of our area. Drier and cooler air filters in throughout the day on Sunday. Afternoon high temperatures mainly will be into the upper 60s to low 70s on Sunday, and they'll be in the low 70s to mid 70s coming up on Monday as well too. So we just got to get through what's coming later this evening. Breezy conditions later this afternoon. We can have 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts pretty much off and on throughout the day, but it's once this line starts approaching our region that we want to kind of inform everybody that there is a chance. Again, we've talked about it for a while now, for some pretty strong wind gusts. So 45 to 55 mile wind gusts seem pretty likely this evening, but you see those areas shaded in white, getting close to the pink. That's when you start getting to 55 to 65, possibly 75 mile per hour wind gusts. Now notice that's very localized, very small, and that's what we'll be watching for the potential for some of these storms later today that could have some pretty strong wind damage. That's what we're going to watch for. Again, it's a slight risk, but the potential definitely is there. Rainfall. This is a fast-moving system, but you can see a good portion of the region should get at least an inch of rain. We definitely need the rain, just don't need strong to severe storms. Some isolated areas can get up to 1 to 2 inches. This is thanks to a sponsor of Silsbee Ford. Afternoon high temperatures today, this is really going to vary. Low to mid 70s. Some areas might get into the upper 70s. Why might you get into the upper 70s? When you're talking about risk of severe weather, you really don't want to see pockets of sunshine. You start getting pockets of sunshine, it allows you to get a little bit warmer. This can give you a little bit of energy for those storms. So notice like Houston, Damon, Sweeney, these areas might get into the middle to possibly upper 70s. A little bit more instability, a little bit more favorable conditions for these storms. But majority of the region should be into the low to mid 70s. Those that get into the upper 70s, that's because you have pockets of the sunshine. 90 to 100% coverage later this evening, mainly into tonight. Temperatures should be into the upper 50s down towards the coast or along the I-10 corridor into the low 60s. Again, thanks to our sponsor of Silsbee Ford. Get you one. 7-day forecast for southeast Texas. We have the potential for strong storms later this evening as that front moves through. 90 to 100% coverage and a really good week really in store for us. Sunday and Monday look really good, especially on Monday. Plenty of sunshine in the low 70s. Upper 70s to near 80 Tuesday through Friday, and then some rain chances, small rain chances at the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. Same thing for southwest Louisiana. We will have that weak front moving through really later tonight, giving us that 100% coverage. Some of these storms could be strong, could be severe. 1 to 2 inches of rain is expected. Behind that is low 70s Sunday and Monday. Plenty of sunshine coming up on Monday, and then highs start getting into the middle to upper 70s the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday, with some rain chances returning by the time we get into Friday. Good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. We're talking about the potential for some severe thunderstorms, so you definitely need to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. It will give you all the watches, all the warnings that you need 24/7, and we likely will be doing live coverage later on this evening into tonight to keep everybody informed, but I would go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. Y'all, thank y'all so much for watching the Saturday morning show. Y'all have a good Saturday. We'll have lots of posts throughout the day on Facebook, really doing these radar imagery or images showing where the storms are. We'll keep you updated, but please go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app, and y'all have a good Saturday. Likely we'll see y'all later this evening with me and Lucas Boswick doing live severe weather coverage. So y'all have a good one. See y'all later today.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by.
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play, and stay connected no matter where you are.